Good morning, students. I'm Richa Sharma, Assistant Professor, CSE Department, Jaipur. So today we are going to discuss our program of Python Lab, program number 6. Write a program to count the number of characters of a string and store them in the dictionary data structure. So before going to discuss that program, first we will discuss about Python dictionaries. What is the dictionary available in Python? So dictionary is considered also as a data type in Python, and it is used to store the data values in key value pairs. As we have studied also dictionary concept in data structure part also, that what is the meaning of dictionary, we were having the key value concept in that part also. So here in the case of Python, we are having a data type dictionary for storing the data values in key value pairs. A dictionary is a collection which is ordered, changeable, and does not allow duplicates. So we will discuss all these concepts in detail. Uh, now in the Python version 3.7, dictionaries are considered as ordered one, but in the earlier versions like in Python 3.6 and earlier version, dictionaries were considered as unordered. Dictionaries are written with curly brackets and have keys and values. So here is one example that how we can create and print a dictionary. Here is a format that first we will name our dictionary. Like here we are named dictionary as this dictionary, this dict is equal to, then we will pass curly braces here, opening curly brace and closing curly brace. And in these curly braces, we are having three key value pairs. Okay, so here in the double quotes we are having the keys, and after the colon part we are having the values. So these are the key value pairs: first key value pair, then comma sign; second key value pair, then comma sign; and then third key value pair. So in this case we are having three key value pairs, and in the last line we are having a print command, and in this print function we are passing this dictionary to print the dictionary. Fine. So in this manner we can create and print a dictionary. Now the dictionary items are ordered, changeable, and does not allow duplicates. Dictionary items are presented in key value pairs and can be referred to by using the key name. Okay, if we want to access some key value or a particular value, then we can access using its particular key name. Okay, so here is one example to understand this concept. Suppose we want to print the brand value of the dictionary. What is the brand value? So in this case, to print the brand value, we will pass the this dictionary, and in this dictionary we will pass this brand in square brackets. In this manner we can access the particular member or the particular key value pair of this dictionary. First dictionary name, then in square brackets we will pass the key name to print a particular value of this respective key. Okay, so what will we will get the output of this particular command. We will get the value as Ford. The brand value is Ford. So in this manner we can access the key value pairs of a particular dictionary. Now the dictionary is ordered or unordered. So we have already discussed, and in the Python version 3.7 now the dictionaries are ordered, but in the Python 3.6 and earlier version dictionaries were unordered. So that was the main difference between lists and dictionaries also. But now dictionaries are ordered. When we say that dictionaries are ordered, it means that the items have a defined order and that order will not change. That means the brand and Ford key value pair will come at the first location, model Mustang will key value pair will come at the second location, and the year 1964 will come at the third location, and this order cannot be changed. Unordered means that the items does not have a defined order. You cannot refer to an item by using an index. And what is the meaning of changeable? Changeable means updatable. So dictionaries are changeable, meaning that we can change, add, or remove the items after the dictionary has been created. So basically, it is a updatable item. Duplicates not allowed. Dictionaries cannot have two items with the same key. Okay, so there are the uh, unique key always. No key names can be similar or duplicates. Okay, so duplicate values will overwrite existing ones. So here we are trying to duplicate the year values. So we are passing two keys named as year. So what will happen in this case? This 1964, the previous one will get overlapped by the latest one. So 1964 will get overlapped by this 2020, and while printing this dictionary, we are having the value 2020 of this particular key year. Dictionary length, we can print the dictionary length also using this len function. In this manner, in the len function, we will pass this dictionary and we will get the length of the particular dictionary created. In this case, we are having the length of created dictionary as 3. Dictionary item data types, that the values in the dictionary items can be of any data type, like string, int, boolean, and less data types. So here in the brand, it is having a string data type. Electric has a boolean data type. Year value has 1964, that is the numeric or the integer data type. And colors, the key named as colors is having the list data type values. Okay, so we can also pass the list as the data item of the dictionary. And that what is the type of this dictionary? The dictionaries are defined as the objects with the data type dict. When we try to print the type of this dictionary, we will get this particular output. It is considered as the object with the data type dict. So this was all about dictionaries, and there are certain methods and functions and operations related to dictionary that we will discuss in the later programs. But now for today, we are going to our program. Our aim, that was write a program to count the number of characters of a string and store them in the dictionary data structure. So what we are supposed to do in this case, in this program, we are supposed to pass a particular string and then store that string in the dictionary data structure, so that we can count the occurrence of each of every character in that particular string. Fine. So coming to the compiler of that Python, I'm using a online Python compiler. Okay, so here is my code, a very short code here. Everyone can design this code. This is very simple code. In the fourth step, we are declaring a variable named as str for storing the string that the user will pass. Okay, so str is equal to input enter string. We are very much familiar with the syntax part of the Python that we have discussed in the earlier programs, that how to write something on the output screen, how to read the values that the user pass at the runtime. So we are very much familiar with that part. So here in the fourth step, line number 4, what we are doing, we are reading the string that the user will pass and storing it in the variable str. In the step number 5, we are declaring a dictionary here. We are creating a dictionary here, and here is a syntax that we have discussed how to create a dictionary. So f is declared as a dictionary and is equal to curly braces. So after executing this instruction, Python will create a dictionary named as f. In the step 6, we are applying a for loop here. So for I in str, so this loop will continue from the end of the string, from the starting of the string till the end of the string that the user have passed. Suppose I have passed, suppose I will pass Google. Okay, so just a second. Suppose I will pass Google here. Okay, so this for loop will continue from this G to this E. Okay, uh, just a second. So this for loop will start from this G and continue till this E. Okay, this many times this for loop will continue to execute. So firstly, for I in str, so first iteration will continue for this G only. Okay, so for G in str, we will come to the seventh step. If I in f, if this G will appear in this dictionary, so at the very first time the dictionary is empty, nothing is there in this dictionary. So this condition will get true if I in f, sorry, this condition will get false. The G is not in our dictionary till yet. So we will come to the ninth line, number 9, else part. So what is else? We will come to this else part, and then we will execute this line number 10. So f of I is equal to 1. That means f of G is equal to 1. So the first key value pair will be set as G colon 1. That means the G is appeared one time till this case. Okay. So G colon 1 will be created in the dictionary, and then we will come to again this line number 6. We will execute line number 6 again. So next, in the next iteration will continue for O. We have passed Google, so next iteration will continue for O. Okay, so for O in str, again we will execute line number 7. If O in f, so again O is not present in f till yet, so we will again execute line number 9, else part, and then come to line number 10. Okay, so f of O, again the second key value pair will be generated for O. So f of O is equal to 1. That means O has occurred one time till yet. Okay, now again we will come to this line number 6 for G in str. Now I am at index position 3. Okay, GOG. So for G in str, the loop is, the iteration is at executing third time. So for G in str, if I in f, so now uh, what will happen this time? So if G in f, yes, this time G is already present in f. So we will execute this step number 8. F of G is equal to plus 1. So f of G uh, will now considered as 2. So now G occurrence of G will be considered as 2 this time. Okay, now next iteration will continue for G again. Okay, so for G in str, so in this case this loop will continue till E, and the occurrence of each and every character will be written as a key value pair in this case. So finally we will come to the line number 11 after the completion of this for loop, and at the line number 11 we will print the dictionary. So now we try to run our program and check what is the output here. Sorry, there is some error. Okay, see. So this is our required output. We have passed Google here, and the key value pairs are generated in the dictionaries. First key value pair is G colon 2. That means G is occurred 2 times in our passed string. Next key value pair is O colon 2. That means O is also occurred 2 times in this passed string. L is occurred 1 time, and E is occurred 1 time. So you can also print the length of this dictionary. Suppose print, just a second. length of f. Okay, so we'll check what is the length of f. So we can see here the length of our dictionary is 4, as total key value pairs are generated here are 4. First key value pair, second key value pair, third key value pair, and the fourth key value pair. So the length of our dictionary is 4. Fine. I hope you understand this program, and keep practicing this program, and keep practicing the concepts related to this dictionary part. Thank you so much. किसने पूछ लिया अभी? अरे राम, ये जाया आज मेरे नहीं आ रहा बिल्कुल भी। आज खाई नहीं ना अपना क्या राबड़ी। ये तो यार बैटरी बस होती है। अच्छा तुम्हारे ओटीपी आएगा नहीं आ रहा मैं आया देखना आया क्या एक बार देख लो ना मैं बैठा अरे तो नहीं आया ना यार देखो ना आई नहीं रे मेरे आज ओटीपी